Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another Dark and Darker video. Today we're going to be taking a fighter at level 1 into the Goblin Caves and doing a 0 to hero run. As you can see, I'm using the Weapon Mastery perk, and this is going to allow us to take any weapon we find and use it regardless of the fact that we're a fighter. So yeah, let's get to it. Alright, so we've started off in this little treasure room in the main area of the Goblin Caves. This isn't the best one because a lot of the time someone can spawn on the other side by those stairs over there. So we want to clear that as fast as possible, make sure we're not dealing with any player right away, because it can be very dangerous on a 0 to hero run. So obviously we don't have any healing apart from the single bandage that we start with on a fighter. So we want to try and avoid players for the beginning portion of this run if we can until we pick up some more stuff. I believe I did see a rogue down there at the bottom. Yeah, so he spawned on the other side. It looks like he jumped down and he's using that trap method to kill the goblins. This fighter gets hit here. Decide to help him out. He's very naked. We're giving him a bit of a hand. Can be a good idea to make friends as well in the Goblin Caves if you get the opportunity. Don't always need to kill everyone that you see. Now, I also plan on doing the 0 to hero runs for all of the other classes because I know a lot of people have been struggling with the early access, Dark and Darker. A lot of people have been struggling with PvE on different classes and kind of just getting started in general. So I think I'll make a 0 to hero guide for all the classes just to show how to play them and how you can go from nothing to riches in just one run. Yeah, as you can see, just dealing with the death battles here. Very important not to be greedy. Just taking your time, getting one hit, dodging, one hit, dodging. And unfortunately still do get hit there at the end twice, which is very unfortunate, but sometimes cannot be helped. I do hear someone doing the cave troll. Looks like the friend I made is watching. Like he's wanting to do it himself. Pop down to take a look, and I do hear a massive bonk, and I believe that is the player doing it getting slapped by the cave troll. I have no interest in doing the cave troll myself, so I'm just going to watch my fighter friend give it a go. I'm accidentally pulling aggro. Okay, he's turning and blasting at me for some reason. I'm just trying to spectate. Watch this gladiator brawl. I'm helping him out a little bit with a couple of attacks here and there. And yeah, went about as well as I expected. Obviously to the cave troll you gotta spend a lot of runs learning the moveset, and hopefully that fighter friend learned a little something there. Otherwise he just died for nothing. We're pretty lucky to find a lockpick. Always recommend smashing these barrels on 0 to hero. It's a very good way to get gear early on, get some upgrades. If you are new to Dark and Darker, please do check out my 10 general tips video. Hopefully give you guys some useful information to get started, and maybe some more advanced tips as well for some lesser experienced players. Just kind of give you guys the resources to improve the game as fast as possible. Wait for the rest of these barrels in this room. Now with this wizard guy, you can easily bait him to kill himself just by hiding behind a wall, and he'll keep fireballing the wall in front of him. And eventually, yeah, he'll just drop dead from his own fireballs. Using the traps to get the skeletons low is also very useful. And if you're looking for the XP yourself, then you can just finish them off after they hit the traps once or twice. If you're trying to learn the movesets of some of the enemies, just bait their attack and then back off and see what they do. And do this a couple of times to see if they have any variation in their attacks. And then once you learn the variations, jump in and start learning when you can actually get an attack in yourself. Did find that pick lock, so thankfully we're going to be able to open the lion's head chest. And for those of you who don't know, if there are any new players watching, these enemies that are red, like the skeleton here, are elites. And that means they're faster, they do more damage, and they are much more difficult to deal with. So keep that in mind if you do see red enemies. And yeah, we get this treasure chest open, and unfortunately nothing useful inside, so... Having cleared the room, just looking to take some barrels down now. Do find a green dagger. I hear another beetle. A little bit scared that it's going to pop over. Deal with these pesky barrel skeletons. But yeah, if you don't have gear, guys, and you are starting out, just please take your time. Most of the time when I see players dying to PvE, it's because they're too greedy and they're trying to get an attack in that they shouldn't be. As you can see, I just get 2 in, I don't go for the full combo, and I just reset. Fighter is in a very good place when you start out when it comes to PvE, because you can obviously use your shield as well. And sometimes you might get hit while using your shield, and that's part of the learning curve. So I'd recommend just trying to block attacks with the shield, and learning when to use it and when it's better just to use your movement instead. But there are some enemies that you want to use your shield for, and some that you just want to run. Just noping out of that room. I do hear someone on the other side here, so I want to investigate. See a dead wizard. I assume there's a rogue nearby. Sounded like a rogue to me. This room here is very good for loot. It looks like there's been a bit of a massacre down here. So I'm trying to pick up the remnants really. Rapiers always sell for a good amount to rogues, so always pick those up if you find them. Regardless of the buffs that they have, a green rapier will sell for 50 gold easily. Flashing pots to get trinkets. And as I go to pop open the portal, I find the rogue that has been killing all of these people. I popped my second one very early. A little bit of a mistake by me. I was trying to heal through instant damage, but he backed off smartly. But thankfully we managed to push him down and take him out. Get very aggressive on the rogue there. Just checking to see if he has any viable trinkets, and then I'll make some space for some improvements. Dropping the arrows. Grabbing some more goblets and bangles. I dropped the scroll to pick up a bunch of smaller things. And then I dropped the bonnet too. And yeah, at this point we have pretty much... Oh, we do have a completely full inventory. And we're looking very cushy here when it comes to money. So, at this point, no need to stick around, no more space. And we just get out nice and safe. So, let's see how much money we made from the collector alone. I'm assuming it's going to be well over 100. Should be a very nice run for a level 1 fighter. Or level 0 fighter, I should say. Oh, you start at level 1, don't you? Yeah. Well over 100 gold, look at that. Lovely. I'll sell that rapier 50 gold, and the boots as well, like I sell for another 50. So, well over 200 gold, just from one run. And as you can see, a great start. If any of you are looking to get into fighter, hopefully this was a bit of a guide for you. And yeah, use that money to buy whatever armor you can from the vendor, and you're going to be 10 times stronger going into your next raid. Alright, take it easy guys, peace, and I'll see you in the next one.